Hello friends, myself Dr. Yahya Khan from Department of Botany, JIT Arts, Science and Commerce College, Malegaon. Today we are going to discuss about role of water in plants. As you know, the water is necessary constituent for all living organism as like the plant also need water for its growth and metabolism and development also. It serves some biochemical medium and some solvents as nutrients. It takes from the soil and some organic compounds to uptake and store to the sites and where they be used. As you know that the plants takes nutrients from the soil, it absorbs by the help of root hairs and then it stores and it transfers where it has been needed by the cells. In plants, water is a chemical reactant or product in many metabolic process including photosynthesis. As you know, the plant take water, it use in the process of photosynthesis to produce glucose as one of its primary metabolite for the growth. And in responsible for turgor pressure, it is also been responsible for turgor pressure and the function of the stomata and normal plant turgidity. Water also helps to the plant in function to opening and closing of stomata and in normal differentiation of cells and also acts as coolant and temperature buffer. Means as the temperature exceeds or the highest temperature is absorbed by the plant, that is controlled by the plant system. That in case, and again when we are going to study, that is moisture for plant growth is stored in the soil and the water, as you know, in soil there is a moistureness is present and from that moisture the soil, the roots of the plants are able to absorb the water. An average about 500 pounds of water is required to produce 1 pound of dry plant material. Means as the concept says कि 500 pounds of water is required to produce 1 pound of dry plant material. Means it is a weight, dry weight of the plant. About 5 pounds or 1% of this water becomes an integral part of the plant. This is the integral part of the plant. It requires through the plant lost the water through the stomata and in the process of transpiration. The water must be stored by the soil and then provided to the plant. Capillary water is used by the plants, so there is a capillary movement from the root hairs to absorb the water. So that's why it has been called as a capillary water process or capillary water. This water moves freely in the soil and can move up and down from soil to plant. So there is no effect of gravity, there is no drainage and what hygroscopic water that bonds the soil particles. Means those have attachment with the water of chemical constituents and nutrient matters or some organic compounds that is essential for the plants that absorb through that water. Another concept in case of water essentiality of the plant, that is translocation and transpiration. Water moves through the plant by translocation and transpiration. Means it absorbs by the root, it transfers to the shoot, then leaf. That is called translocation. Means the location of the plant is being changed and afterwards water enters the plant through the root system and it is transported throughout the plant. And then translocation means the location has been changed. Means it is absorbed by the roots and then transferred. Then afterwards, and this transferation is due to or through the sieve tubes from the roots, xylem of the plant. Means the water conduction of water is done by or it is the phenomenon by the xylem cells. Xylem cells are located in the vascular bundles. In the anatomy, you can see the xylem structure. Then this also carries nutrients and metabolites, that is by the phloem cells. But only for water, in relation to water, the xylem cells absorb the water and then after they transfer. The nutrients and metabolites are the products of chemical reaction for the metabolism of the plant. Water also moves through the phloem sieve tubes to transport the sugar produced by the leaves during the process of photosynthesis. And afterwards, this movement is also done by the movement of sugar molecules. It is to be done by the cells. So, roots have no other means to nourish themselves and would die without translocated sugar manufactured in the leaves. Or translocated water adds turgor and stiffness to the cells. This pressure helps to provide support to the leaves and new tissues. And afterwards, the translocation water also enables a plant to carry on transpiration, to buffer temperature changes, means as the temperature exceeds, that is controlled by the water and by the translocation process, stabilize the pH in its metabolism. When the highest acidity will come, more acidic molecules are being synthesized. So for the stabilization of that hydrogen ion concentration in its metabolism, the role of the water is there. Then afterwards, most carry the chemical reactions by the plant system by the water and to maintain the volume of the cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is the fluid that is present inside the cells, and to maintain its concentration, to maintain its percentage, to maintain its weight in the cell, that is done by the water and the cellular metabolism and the fluid surrounding in the nucleus. So this is about the, in case of the role of water in the plant system. And in case of, when you see the role of water in case of different types of the plants, the different types of plants means there are some xerophytic plant, there are some hydrophytic plants, and there are some halophytic plants. So they require different types of water, different percentage of water for their growth, and their rate of transpiration and their rate of translocation is different. But in every type of plant, that may be cryptogamous, that may be the spermatophytes, they require the water, they require H2O as an important constituent for the metabolism. So I think so this is about all about the role of water. So please like, subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.